Republican Maryland State Representative Lauren Arikan. Representative, thanks for being on the show.
Hi, thanks so much. Yeah, happy to be here.
What are your thoughts on the ongoing anti-ICE protests and the politicians who are supporting illegal criminals over law-abiding citizens?
I'm absolutely disgusted. We have the same type of extremist politicians here in the state of Maryland, and we basically have a beacon over our state saying, please come here, illegals. We will give you a driver's license, health care, hell, you can even vote.
I wonder if you see the unrest fading anytime soon.
I don't anticipate a lot of fading until the Trump administration gets in and there's a real crackdown on the people who are causing all these riots to occur. And I'll say states that have sanctuary policies should implement 287G programs so that instead of having to go into the community and arrest these criminal illegals, you can go through the prison system and get them in a much safer way away from the community. That's what many counties in Maryland do. And I think if states like Minnesota implemented programs like that, instead of banning them, then it would be a lot safer.
Absolutely. The DOJ, meanwhile, has launched a civil rights investigation into the shooting death of protester Alex Preddy. What's the significance of this development, and what's your predicted outcome from the probe?
It's really hard to say. I mean, cell phone videos often do not portray a full picture of what really occurs. So I'm going to wait and see what happens with this investigation and see what comes out of it. But all I can say is hopefully we can get better at securing some of these folks in safer locations like through the prisons and not have to have a lot of street interactions with criminals and with, these aren't really protesters. It's like a domestic insurgency, really.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. But I also want to pivot to the expanding investigation into widespread fraud in Minnesota, which is a big reason why the feds went there in the first place, which has cost taxpayers, the fraud has, many billions of dollars. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer today announced Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison will testify before Congress on March 4th. How much, if anything, do you think we'll learn from Walz and Ellison when they testify about their great state of Minnesota?
Oh, I'm sure they'll try to obfuscate reality, but I do have a lot of faith that at the end of this, we will find out what happened and what they knew so that we can properly prosecute the people who may have had a lot of knowledge about what was happening with fraud in that state. Somebody should go to jail over this, probably several people. So I'm anxiously awaiting the results of any investigation into that fraud, because I am sure that Minnesota is not the only state where that is occurring.
Well, and I said this yesterday on the show, it just seems so odd that when they went up there to investigate all this fraud, all of a sudden you had these crazy, violent protests against ICE agents, distracting everyone from the billions and billions of dollars that had just been ripped off from under them. But before I let you go, I want to ask you about a story from Maryland, which is where I grew up, by the way. ICE has lodged detainers on 3 illegal immigrants and MS-13 gang members who are accused in the violent murder of a 14-year-old boy. That murder follows numerous other killings, including Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, and Jocelyn Nungary, all at the hands of illegal immigrants. So I'm wondering, Representative, why can't Democrats admit that 14-year-old and the other victims might very well still be alive if Biden hadn't let these criminal illegal aliens into our country in the first place?
They won't even say the victims' names. Maryland has become literally pro-criminal. The policies that the Democrats in Maryland put in place are literally asking for criminal illegals to come and live in Maryland, set up shop, move here and stay forever. We have soft on crime policies. Now we're trying to ban 287G. We're even attempting to ban face masks for ICE officials, which is unconstitutional. Even our liberal AG today said there's no way that's constitutional. So Maryland is right now a beacon. And you know what? Trump is going to defund Maryland if they continue to behave like this, as he should do to any state who puts sanctuary policies in place.
Well, it's disgusting to me that they have no problem with paid agitators wearing masks to hide their own identities, but they have a problem with federal agents who are being doxxed by those agitators, trying to go to their homes and places of work and their hotel rooms and harass them and their families. They're not allowed to hide their identities, but the people who are attacking them are. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I hope it gets cleared up. State Representative Lauren Arikan, we appreciate your time. Thank you for joining the show.
Thanks, Rick. Have a good one.